listening to The Nasty Table, the premier source for tabletop role-playing actual play. Now come on in, relax, and pull up a seat to The Nasty Table. Last session on the Nasty Table 12 gauge.
You see an attic access.
They were doing like it was almost like a performance piece, and then there were like other bugs.
Yeah, but where are they? If what you're telling me is right,
it is. Yeah,
no, it's right.
We both saw the same thing. What the fuck's going on down there? You okay?
I'm doing what I do best.
You see this massive colony. There's spires and outcroppings, and you can see galleries faint, but it's this orchestral music, pinpoints, little minuscule dots that are shooting light out.
We have to consider her a loose end.
Boot to the head.
Who's?
Someone's.
Leave her there.
You know
This whole building and everything in it besides us needs to go away.
We're about to get into some shit this session. So, rough plans. I mean, give me a recap. This was a bottle episode.
I'm having a fuck you attitude because of the position we're in and how we're assessing it. That's not how Pierce is. Yeah, and I'm comfortable separating Pierce's feelings from my own, at least in this instance.
Let's talk about guys having sex with other guys.
Hot.
Yeah, gay butt sex.
June was great. I had a great June.
I thought
condom.
June's been great.
I thought there was going to be more.
I saw my doctor.
For
he
me,
said I'll be able to sit
for
normal
me,
next week.
I think that it's kind of like a jumping the shark thing. Like I want to have, you know, the 25 episodes of like people get invested, people get interested in the story and the characters. And then we kind of show them like what it's really
Like
about.
the orgy arc?
Well,
Exactly.
So
Okay,
I like the idea.
Is that Ocel? Like what episode do Pierce and Marcel kiss?
No,
that's scheduled. That's slated for 2.
So
in two.
we can go back to the Marvel conversation, the superhero movie.
And
like it's important to know that Thanos was operating the whole time all those other movies were going on. There's something going on, and I think for this, let's not lose sight of the fact that guys, we all got together because of the gay butt sex.
Are we gonna? Wait,
that's why we're here.
Let's not don't lose the big picture.
Don't
in it.
lose
Like
sight of
yes,
the big
okay, we get a little muddled down, and yes, let's play Delta Green, whatever.
Are we really
but, like,
gonna make these people sit through 2 seasons, 25 episodes each, to make them wait and see Vinny and
the rimming scene that we have?
No,
Yeah,
when we
dude,
fly
that's
off
gonna
to
be crazy.
Epstein's Island.
Yes. Yeah. I mean,
we're gonna make them wait that long.
I think it should
We're
be a
gonna lose
slow burn. It
interest.
needs to be a slow burn. You introduce it a little bit here, a little
sun's
bit there,
head's
and then
gonna
you
be
just
beautiful.
drop
I mean,
the
bro,
fucking. You
there
just
is
drop
People
the
fucking know, dude.
There is such thing as too much foreplay. I will say.
Yeah,
Maybe.
I don't want. I don't want
wanna lose
anybody. I
everybody.
don't want anybody busting early. I don't want a recoil period here.
Yeah.
I want the climax to be felt.
Like, do we really want to come back on this and say, and everyone just says like season 2 is just a big edge to get to season 3?
Yeah.
40 hours to come. That's a long.
When
time.
you've seen those shows, Christ, we were talking about Trailer Park Boys. The whole first season, it's just character development.
I mean, all our listeners know they're faithful. They're faithful DG fans. Everyone knows DG isn't Delta Green. It's dicking guys. At the end of the day, we're dicking guys.
It's dick and guys.
Yeah, we're all
right.
dicking guys.
Couple guys, couple of dicks.
Where's the?
It's
We got the
that-
guys. Where's the dicks?
It's that. It's that docking, that dick in the foreskin kind of shit.
It's hello, reload. Like, please fill me up with cum. Like, like, why are we wasting time?
Yeah,
That's
prick
what I'm-
busting.
That's what I'm
Oh
saying.
my
No, I get
god,
it, I
I
get
just
it.
can't wait
I'm
till
there.
like
I have 2 bidets.
can't wait till season 4, the docking scene with Avery.
I do. I have 2 bidets in my house.
I'm scared of bidets. I had an
Don't
opportunity
be,
to use
don't
one.
be, don't
No,
be.
no.
They're
See,
all-
like
It's outstanding.
it wasn't the butt thing. Like I sat down on this thing and I was like,
You've
I'm gonna
used
use
one.
it.
I haven't used
and
one
then I
before.
looked to the right. There was like 24 buttons, and I know one of them
So that's-
buttons does something
that's-
freaky.
that's
bro.
a lot.
different pressure settings.
I was scared to
and stuff
hit
like
the one
My-
that like blast into my
They
brain.
have a pulse mode.
Mine is
know,
just
like,
it's
I was-
a-
like,
it's
I was
Raymond coding in there.
Like I was looking at the pictures for the options, and there's like a light squirt, and then there's one, and it's just like
the guy lifts up the seat.
an ice pick going up a dude's nose,
Jet mode on the fucking
the
hose.
ice pick lobotomy bidet setting.
Bidets aren't bad. I like the standalone
I was
bidets
too
where you can
scared.
control the hot and cold water because
was
I don't
too
want an
scared.
ice cold fucking shot of thing going right up my bum bum. But you know, you kind of play with
Does
it.
it
and squat
penetrate?
on it? No. Did
Not
you
not
know-
all of them.
Did you know?
the good ones
Can
do.
it?
Did you know that English-speaking countries are some of the only countries in the world that use toilet paper.
Yeah.
How does every other country clean their butt?
The
And
water, yeah.
Soap and water.
Yeah, I know. It's just, I know it's weird that we're weird.
You know that all 5 of us are walking around with probably a little bit of poop in our
Yeah,
butts.
but like,
big time.
The inspector?
don't more portions of the
Not
world,
you.
don't more
Because you
portions
have
of
a
the
bidet.
world
I have
bag their
Two
milk?
bidets.
Don't more portions of the world bag their milk? Do you
I'm
want
just
to be
saying.
like that?
And I
No,
got-
I'm just saying.
Bag
If
milk.
every,
That's fucking
if, if
disgusting.
everyone's doing it, it can't be wrong.
This is even
Bagged
worse.
milk? Are you fucking kidding?
I have 2 bidets that are made by the same brand. I still have a favorite one.
You have 2 bidets? You got 1 asshole.
I do. I have one for each bathroom.
So, with a fire looming and thoughts swirling on motivations, questions about morals, I ask, first of all, the 3 of you who find yourselves upstairs, after holes are poked into the gas line, what are you guys doing? Garfield will pick up with you downstairs in a second here. I just want to establish what's going on upstairs.
Did you push the oven back to its initial position?
Yeah, I did. All right, guess I start too.
You did.
Yeah, can I get a... I placed the broom nearby to where we assumed the colony is, quote unquote. So I can, if needed, jam a hole up there, kind of smoke them out.
Well, it seems like it would be above the bathroom based off of where the attic is angled.
Okay, it is in the bathroom.
Seems to be.
I'll leave the broom nearby against kind of a corner.
Okay. Easy enough. Anything else you guys are doing here? Janice is still on the floor.
She's not coming to, right? She hasn't regained
She hasn't
any
moved.
sense of consciousness.
Nope.
I mean, I think we're good here. We can just leave. I mean, she's gonna probably die regardless.
Let's get the hell out of here.
Yeah.
Roll first aid.
Cocked. 23 on an 80.
It is your professional medical opinion that if she does not get advanced treatment, she will die. You believe her exact injury to be some sort of internal bleeding in the brain.
My brain hemorrhage. Okay, yeah.
That is emergency surgery. That is, I mean, you're not even sure whether or not you would have been able to get to the hospital on time. She probably has 20 or so minutes left to live. And that's gauging from when you first took her vitals to when you took her vitals again. The difference there, it is a downward trajectory.
Yeah.
How's she looking?
I mean, like I said, she's got like a less than an hour left. I don't think we can even save her if we tried. And if we did, who knows how she would be. You know what I mean? She probably wouldn't be doing anything.
To compound onto that, I will ask you to roll sanity.
70 on a 61.
You are going to lose
That's big.
5 points of sanity.
Jesus.
Ooh.
Because you know that the time it would have taken to save her was spent deliberating.
Brings him to 61.56.
Dr. Guilt.
Jesus Christ.
Guys, I don't want to kick you while you're down here, but I do feel some sort of way about, like I was holding this lady down when essentially we killed her.
The fuck are you trying to say?
Just don't feel right.
No, I mean, we fucking killed her, yeah. I mean, like Garf said, I mean, fuck it, how long did she have? I mean, and with this shit in her system, whatever fuck.
I know.
She could have been Thomas number 2. She could have blown up something worse than a fucking empty
You're right.
apartment building. I mean, like, what the fuck?
No, you're right. You're right. That's just,
What could she have done? Like,
You're right. I don't know. I'm kind of looking at her and how she look. Does she still look like a person?
Oh yeah, absolutely. She's a human being.
you ever have like an old dog, old cat, something like that?
Yeah.
You ever had one you had to put down?
Yeah, I was just never there for that stuff.
I've seen it a lot, man. I mean,
I know.
It's something
I know. It's natural. It's just.
It's what you got to do. I mean, what's her quality of life? What would it have been? I mean,
So
Watch you have been crazy and fucking killed someone.
It's almost like we did her a favor.
Yeah.
I mean, a life with bugs is not.
Yeah, I mean, it's better to look at it that way than any way else.
Yeah, I guess you're right.
That's why I tell myself, let's keep pushing.
All right. Gons, you ready to go?
Yeah, let's get her to the car. Or let's get it out of here. Get to the car.
Does she have any plants, flowers?
No.
Anything that looks like it was important to her?
Not that you noticed, other than the theater still in the center.
Can
of
I
the
grab
room.
the theater and put it next to her before we leave?
Yeah, easy enough to move it.
I don't say anything. I look at him and
Yeah, it's like one of it's
one of them things.
It's a moment. I'm grabbing the stage and I'm kind of looking at it. I walk it over and I set it next to her. And
Okay.
that's all.
And what are you guys doing?
Kind of
I was
waiting
walking
at the
out.
door. Yeah,
Making your
waiting
way
at the
out?
door, waiting.
The three of you exit,
Yep.
leaving. Garfield downstairs.
During all this, searching all the electronics for lithium-ion batteries.
Holy shit. For what?
Those fires aren't easily extinguished.
Those fires aren't easily extinguished, but this is the starter fire for a much larger fire. So yes, you can start a fire with a lithium-ion battery that would be difficult to extinguish, but it's going to spread to materials that are easily extinguished.
Right, it's just I'm increasing the spreadability of the fire downstairs. I'm covering a large area.
Now, are you looking for lithium-ion batteries for any other reason than because you want to accelerate this fire?
No, but so basically I'm not going to tamper with the devices. I'm just going to like spread them out across to ensure that the flames spread. Because I'm assuming all the electronics are in the front, near each other.
Yeah.
And I'm going to throw one into the pile of the pans.
Yeah, I mean, there's a couple of table side iPads.
Yeah,
for,
and I just fucking
payment and ordering and
smash
stuff like
them
that.
and throw them around different areas of the kitchen and throughout the building.
Sure. Yeah.
And then that is my last thing before I turn on all the fucking burners and get the fuck out of there.
All right. So before you do kind of flip the switch and get to action here, one more time, just give me the big picture of this entire downstairs now. All of the actions that you've undertaken.
It's trashed. In doing so, I've made sure not to use my bare hands to do any of this. I've made sure to provide, as an experienced night worker, what I know is a very spreadable fire starting in the kitchen and covering the entirety of the restaurant downstairs, stretching all the way to the front to the silk drapes, making sure that goes up in flames.
What is a more important consideration for this setup? Spreadability and acceleration, or inconspicuousness?
For what's going on
In your mind, is the story that happened here an aggravated vagrant entered this place unlawfully and intentionally started a fire?
I don't think crimes have to make sense for you to get away with them.
I just want to get a picture in my head.
Homeless person broke in. Yeah, there's no logic or rhyme or reason the person.
I don't
is
need
mentally
logic. I
insane.
just want a description of the stuff that you're doing. Because I know you talked about toilet paper and paper towels and all that kind of stuff, so I'm just kind of...
Oh, all the pots on the stove are and fucking the toilet paper is just used to extend I got the fucking place TP'd up and fucking I got corners full of toilet paper and shit. And then with the lithium ion batteries, that shit's gonna catch on fire and ensure that the fire stays, because I realize that paper's not a lot of...
Are you using
time.
any other kind of accelerants that you could find down here, such as cooking oil or anything of that nature?
Yeah, see, we didn't flip to me a lot during their time.
I know,
but
so that's why I'm
yeah.
using this whole time to catch up, because I want to know what it looks like down here and what you did.
Yeah, I'm going to get the cooking oil and... So, yeah, I'll search for what other flammable cooking oil, grease, what's in the kitchen.
Yeah, you're able to find some grease in the grease trap and shit like that. And cooking
so I'm going to
oil.
douse all the paper in that.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's just a fucking mess. Like, I just went in there and I was smashing shit and throwing it everywhere, making it look like a mentally insane person who was homeless broke in and did something that does not make any fucking sense and blew this place to bits, whether it was a personal vendetta or just someone going absolutely nuts.
Okay. All right. Easy enough to get all that set up in a way that essentially, if this is successful, I mean, the exact evidence and the kind of theatrics and setting for this event will go largely unnoticed. But at the very end of the day, with what you've kind of set up, establishes the crucible of a fire that is difficult to extinguish once ablaze and should encompass the entirety of the downstairs here.
Correct.
And the three of them come downstairs. Do you guys walk in?
Yeah.
You guys walk down the stairs, make your way, crawling through the broken window of the door of the Bergamo and entering into the dining area.
Holy shit!
I'm
looks
like
a
at the
disaster went
burner
off
and
in here.
I'm just looking at the three of them. I'm like, you ready to go?
Yeah, let's get out of here.
How
man.
are you starting this thing?
With my hand and this burner.
Should we leave?
Yeah, I just start.
You
As soon
guys-
as he says that, I just like.
You guys should get in the car, turn it on, and I'm gonna run really fast to it, and you're gonna drive away when
I got a lighter
The
here if
car's
you want to
pretty
throw
far
it.
away, isn't it? The car's over at the bar.
Yeah.
All right, so I'll give you however
let
much
us
time.
pull- let's- let us pull it around.
I'll wait till I hear the car, and then I'll light this bitch.
All right.
All right, yeah.
Let's go.
Three
Go
of
to
you
the car.
walking back to the bar.
Yeah.
Okay, making your way out.
Can we do like alleys
I'm
there?
gonna hang back. I just want to hang by the back door.
Throw me your
Wait for
keys.
Benny.
I think. Wait, who's the keys?
I think
We all got the keys.
I think Gauze has the keys.
I have 5 yeah.
Are you hanging with me?
Okay.
I'm not in there with you. I am at the back door.
Do I see you? Can I see him?
Yeah. If you're in the kitchen, you can see out the back door.
Yo, Pierce, come here.
Okay. I'm gonna go in. What's up, dude?
Do you think we could call Perez, have a delay the fire department in showing up here? Or do you think that's too much?
That's about as incriminating as it gets.
Do you think it's better to leave after having contact with her?
We passed
She
by the
knows.
fire department, didn't we?
No.
So, my question to you is,
I think
do
we're-
you think we leave this as a loose end to her? Or do you think we go to her and involve her in the cleanup?
At this point, Gonzo and Galleon, you guys are kind of taking back alleys to get to the bar.
Kind of hustling, yeah.
Yeah.
Through the back alley.
Do you think she has provided enough help that we could trust her with that? I'm not sure myself.
I'm not.
That's why
either.
I'm asking.
And I've talked to her basically the least out of anybody. I don't even really know her.
So my question to you is, when this is done,
I almost think we're better suited, like
we get the hell out of here,
like
and then we tell.
going to the firehouse and pretending the car broke down in front of the, where they have to exit if we want to slow anything down.
I think really I'm just trying to determine if we just leave this all on Perez's head and get the fuck out of here.
How did you guys leave the door situation upstairs?
I think we just shut the door to the apartment.
Close both doors?
I don't think we specified it, but I would assume we're closing doors behind us as we leave.
There was residue on the door, though, I imagine, which from the taping the door to the kind of rail.
Yeah.
You didn't say anything about it then?
Yeah,
no.
no, that's the only thing I can even think of. We just
I'm
shut
just
the door
asking
as
if you
is.
closed both the doors.
But yeah,
Yeah, we would close them.
Okay.
Right?
I say we just
Yes.
get the hell out of here.
And we just leave it on her, and then we tell
If she reaches out to us,
them that
we give
Perez
her,
was not of use to us,
unless she calls us and presents some use.
and that'll be the final way we feel about it. Because that's where I'm at. I don't think she was helpful enough.
I think given what we have to do to clean this up, we don't exist after today.
I think we should definitely talk to the other two, but
Yeah.
I think I'm with you.
We'll see what they think.
A loud bang upstairs.
Shit.
Sound like glass?
Sounded like a thud.
All right. I run out the back door and I look up.
Hold before you run out. I'm gonna light these burners and run out. Let's just run to the car.
All right.
You guys are about halfway to the bar.
You're gonna run out.
So we're gonna. I'm lighting the burners, and
Yeah.
we're sprinting out to
All right,
catch up
I
with
just want to see. I just want to see what the hell that was.
So
I've lit the burners.
the burners are lit.
They're fucking lit, and I'm sprinting out the back door to the car.
Let's enter combat.
Me and Marcel are just having a jolly old stroll down the street and shit's hitting the fan up there.
You guys are about halfway to the bar. Still about a couple minutes to get there.
Yeah.
Garfield, this combat is initiated because you are lighting the burners. I don't want you to second guess that because we're entering combat at this point, but this is a timed thing. You understand?
Sure.
The concept of combat just means that I want to take it moment by moment here.
Sure.
You are acting first, and you are igniting your
Contraption.
fantastic contraption.
Yes.
Turning a burner rather quickly, you see paper towels and different accelerants that you have on there begin to get ignited in flames. Chunks of electronics and different batteries begin to catch alight. The room itself is rather quickly illuminated by this fire that casts itself up. That is your action for this turn. Galleon, you're making your way outside.
Mm-hmm.
What do you do?
So I'm getting out back and I'm looking up toward the stairs.
Looking up towards the stairs, you don't see any movement. You don't see anything.
Just heard a loud bang.
The door is closed. You heard a loud bang above you.
All right. I am standing there waiting for him to exit.
Okay. Gonzo and Gauze, I want you guys to both make athletics checks for me.
69 on a 50.
55 on a 30.
Critical fail. You guys are going to get there in a couple of minutes. I'm going to take you guys out of this combat and just assume that you are going to get there. It will take you a decent amount of time. Probably the entirety of whatever happens here. Galleon, you're standing outside looking up towards the door and you hear another loud bang. And you can hear it from beyond that door and you're at the bottom of the stairs. Garfield, you're downstairs. After you hit that burner, the fire takes off and you hear another even louder bang above you. Just to clarify, that's the same bang, just at different, Garfield, it sounds directly above you. What are you doing?
Everything's lit.
Everything is lit and it looks like it's catching quick.
I'm out the back door.
Out the back
I'm
door.
sprinting. And
Alright.
I'm on the way out. I got my hand in the door and I ensure the arm closes while I swing the door closed.
Ooh, okay. Roll athletics.
Oh, Jesus Christ. 82 on 50.
It looks like it didn't catch. You can use your next turn to make sure that it does.
Nah, I'm just out.
But it's up to you. That door's going to be swinging open. It's your call.
Oh, the door's just not closed?
No.
Okay, then yeah, I'm gonna close it my next turn. or
Okay.
whatever.
All right. Galleon, like I said, you hear that bang again upstairs, louder. You're at the bottom of the stairs.
Finn, let's not run to the car right away. I want to see what's going on. We'll just get a safe distance away.
Is there a dumpster back here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How full is it?
It's full of poop.
4 bags. Split
Hop in.
second.
Let's hop in.
I'm gonna
Let's go.
close the door. The door's can I close the door?
My turn.
So that's the end of his
Sorry.
turn. We're going over.
Yeah.
You two are running. You guys hear another loud bang. Both of you guys roll alertness.
I look back. Can we see the kind of lights of the fire in the distance or smoke?
No, God, no.
Okay.
Yeah, we're like minutes away, right?
I didn't drink chocolate.
48 on a 41.
12
sorry.
on a 50.
Sorry, 58 on a 41.
58 on a 41, 12 on a
50.
50. Garf, you hear this sound and it sounds very loud. I want to give you information on this sound, but I also want to know what's important for Garfield right now in relation to this sound. Where it's coming from, what its source likely is. I don't want to give you all the information there, but because you passed that, I do want to give you a little bit. But I'm curious in Garf's mind what's important about this bang. objectively just perception.
Just give me like precise location on it. I guess that's the only thing
Janice's
you can do.
room. Janice's room for sure. Directly above the kitchen. Seems to be
And I'm near
located
him.
there.
That's definitely coming right from wherever the fuck that old lady was. What the hell happened up there?
It's your action.
And I close the door.
Yeah, and so you get the door closed,
then
and kind of you have to like stick your hand in to have the bar like up, and then like as you're like scraping your hand out, the bar drops, and it seems like it catches.
And then help me grab this dumpster and push it in front of the door. Or wait, no, I closed the bar on it?
Yeah.
Oh, I got the bar. Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm good. Never
yeah.
mind. Never mind. Sorry.
So it is locked closed.
Yes.
You think it's coming from her room? She was knocked out when we left. And not in good shape.
What happened up there?
Come here. And I'm backing up a safe distance away. I'm probably going to get like where the dumpster is, maybe behind it. I just want to keep an eye on that door.
Backpedaling while keeping a close eye on the door. Gonzo Gulls are running. You guys hear another loud bang. Back to Garth. You're seeing smoke beginning to roll out from underneath the door that you locked.
Looking across the street from this building. Is there fire escapes and stuff? Can I get on top of like another building?
It would take you a long time to get to the closest nearest building, which is across 2 lanes of traffic.
I say we go across to the other building and keep this under our eyes while we wait for the guys.
I think we need to keep an eye on that door. If she tries to come out, we're going to have to act.
If she tries to come out and you guys knocked her the fuck out and that building's on fire, what do you got on you to fight her?
That's why I'm asking you to stay with me.
That's why I'm asking you to get a safe distance away.
I am. I'm behind the dumpster.
Because I don't even know if we had weapons, whatever the fuck is coming down at us, if we could fight it.
Well, I have no reason to assume she's anything more than an old
Taking
lady.
a little bit more than a short amount of time for a turn here.
So let's get over there now.
Galleon, it is your action. You backpedaled kind of towards the dumpster. Are you doing anything else in
Nope,
specific?
standing by the dumpster. I'm staring at the door.
Gonzo Gauze, you guys are running. You guys hear another loud bang. This one sounds distinct. Now that you've heard it like 4 or 5 times, it sounds like I want to say a boot fall. It's a thump. It's a loud thump. Garf, it's your turn.
We gotta go now.
What do you do?
I'm running to the direction of the car where they would be coming from.
Back up the street
Mm-hmm.
in the opposite direction.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, Galleon, what are you doing?
I'm staring.
Okay, staring. Gonzo Gauze, you guys are running a little bit more. Garf, you are running with your back towards Galleon. Are you continuing up the street?
Mm-hmm. I'm in a full sprint.
Roll luck.
Zero, zero, one.
1.
Yes, a 1 on a 50.
Okay, because of that luck roll, I will allow you to roll criminology. Roll criminology.
Wait, I thought 1 was the fail.
No, 1 is a pass.
So it's not 100. It's 1.
Not yet. 0 through 99.
6 on an 80.
That first one was 001, right?
Mm-hmm.
001? Okay, and what was this? 60 what?
A 6 on an 80. 006 on an 80.
6 on an 80. Okay. You stop and your heel kind of hits the asphalt below you as it occurs to you that the gas that was let off in Janice's apartment, if that is ignited, it will cause an explosion that will kill Galleon if he stays that close. Do you act on that information or do you continue up the street?
Yeah, I go back and grab him. Galleon, we have to go now. That building's gonna blow and you are gonna fucking die.
Galleon, your action.
I hear him. I'm not running. I'm keeping an eye on the door.
You are going to die.
I listen. I hear what he's saying. How far am I away from the building?
Based off of where you're standing, you're maybe 10 feet away from the building.
I was under the impression this dumpster was a lot farther.
Dumpster's right next to the building.
Okay. is there, because of the size of the parking lot, can I get, say, 100 feet away and still see the door?
If you go on the other side of the street, cross traffic, yeah.
That's what I'm going to do.
Okay.
I am going to start running.
Okay. Running with your back to the building, or like sprinting, backpedaling kind of?
I'd say sprinting, backpedaling.
Okay.
I am not taking my eyes off this door.
Gotcha. Okay. Making your way across the street. And when I say across traffic, that just means across the street. You guys haven't seen any kind of cars go by.
It's late,
But at
right?
this point, obviously, there's a lot of smoke that's now pluming out. And you can see almost casted out, because you guys are looking on the, if you're facing towards the Bergamo, you guys are on the right side of the building. So if you look to the left, you can see the front coming out. You see spatterings of light coming out from the fire that's now getting a little bit more invigorated. Galleon backpedaling across the street. Gonzo and Gauls, you guys are still running. You guys are going to make it to the car in 2 turns, I'll say.
We don't hear any sirens or anything like
Nope.
that?
Nope.
Cool.
All's quiet. I'll interrupt and I'll say, you hear this, you hear that. You guys are copacetic up there. Garfield, your turn. You notice Galleon kind of go in an opposite, not perpendicular, but yeah, perpendicular angle from the way that you're going. You're going up the street. He's going across the street.
I'm assuming he heard me and I've said what I had to say. I'm sprinting back to what I was doing.
Full sprint back to what you're doing, Galleon. At this point, you're probably about halfway to the quandary that you want, a decent away, 100 feet away from the building while still being able to keep an eye on that door. You're just continuing that motion?
Yes.
Okay. You'll get there at the end of your next turn. Gonzo and Galleon, you guys see the bar in the distance. Top of the round, Garf.
Oh, I just wanted to say, like, I covered my face with the garb to make sure that I'm, like, when I entered, like, street view.
Okay. Yeah. Easy enough to do that. You're just continuing straight up the street. Okay. Galleon, you're about 100 feet away from this building. And you can still see the door.
I'm across the street at this point?
Yeah.
Close to the bushes where we were hiding before we went in?
Yeah. About
Can
there.
I get in that location?
Yeah. Yeah. It's like right next to it is basically.
Yeah,
like,
I want to get in those bushes where I felt comfortably hidden. I'm keeping an eye on the door.
Yep. Okay.
Watching this thing unfold.
Gotcha. Easy enough. Gonzo, Gauls, you guys see the cars.
Jog up.
Yeah, I run up to the car that I have the keys to, which is, I don't remember which one, but
Kona.
Kona.
Yeah.
I grab the, start up the RAV.
Okay. You guys start up both the cars. You guys will begin making your way there on your next turn. Galleon, roll alertness.
Oh, 90 on a 41. My second alertness fail.
You are starting to see a lot more brightness coming from the front face of this building. You don't see the fire because from this angle there's no way to, but that's what you notice. Garfield, what are you doing?
Am I sure of the route they're going to take?
It's a straight shot.
Yeah, I'm continuing up it.
Gotcha.
I'll see them at some point.
Galleon, anything you're doing?
I'm going to call Gauze.
Okay. Take out your phone. Beep, boop, 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 boop. Gonzo, what are you doing?
Throwing in reverse and starting to back up out of the driveway. I'm in no rush. Moderate rush, but nothing critical.
Peeling backwards, making a K-turn to make your way back out. Gauls, you're behind the wheel, and your phone rings.
What's up?
Yo, I'm keeping an eye on the place for now. I'm in the bushes where we were before we went in. I'm just letting you know where I'm at.
All right, yeah.
Stay on the phone.
Okay, yeah, sure.
And what are you doing?
I'm just driving, not breaking any traffic laws. I'm just driving over there a little quick.
K-turn out, making your way out.
Question. I guess dynamic of the game. His action is answering the phone. Should I have waited?
No, concurrent. Cool. All these actions are occurring in the same time.
Cool. Is that my action for the next turn?
No, talking isn't an action. I let you say some
Free
stuff
action?
for free.
Cool.
Yeah. Galleon, you see the door flex. Like bump, like get rocked. You don't hear anything, but you see that very, very clearly. But it's not your action. Garfield, what are you doing? Still running?
Continuing.
Okay. Galleon, what are you doing?
Gauze, the door's moving.
Did you? Okay, you should light it up. You light it up then. Did you guys light it up?
It's lit. It's lit. The door's moving.
I thought you were fucking waiting. Okay, fuck. I'm hurrying up then. and I fucking pedal the metal towards where those bushes were we hit at before.
Guys, have a weapon at the ready.
Gonzo, you are driving and you see the car being driven by Gauze. Speed up.
Am I in front of him or behind him?
Behind him.
I guess I just kind of start following his pace.
Match the speed?
Yeah.
Okay. Gauze, are you just continuing to drive?
Yeah, I'm driving as close as I can, readying my 9mm pistol.
Okay.
Old Blue.
Oh, blue.
This happens very quickly. The door comes off of its hinges. The second you see it kind of fall forward and hit the ground, this rocketing, shattering explosion as the top half of the Bergamo erupts in flames, sending shards of shrapnel and debris in all directions as the apartment believed to belong to Janice Brown most likely explodes. A rocketing explosion that sends burning shrapnel kind of slowly feathering and falling towards the ground. What knocked that door down or what was behind it, you have no idea. I need you to roll sanity for me.
Metro Boomin wants some more.
Yes. Go team.
Can't really rock.
45 on a 63.
45 on a 63. You're going to lose 1 point of sanity as the just general shock of this explosion, the violence behind it, the propulsion behind it really, really kind of shocks you.
So,
Garfield, you hear that up the street.
We feel it?
Gauze and Gonzo, I don't think that you guys do. Maybe you do because it's a straight shot and you just see like this
boom in the background.
This big explosion that happens far, far off in the distance. You guys are continuing pedal to the metal though. Honestly, we're out of combat here, guys. What is everyone doing? I mean, obviously it goes without saying that Gonzo and Gauze, you guys are driving with good intentions. Yeah. Galleon, after this explosion, what are you doing?
I'm still on the phone with Gauze.
You would probably hear that explosion on the other side of the phone.
So
I didn't
you might actually.
I didn't hear from the car?
No, you're on the phone with me.
No, I don't think that you would hear it from the car, but you maybe see it far in the distance.
Gauze, you got to get here now.
Are there like red lights in my way?
No, it's a straight shot.
Oh, okay, I'm still pedal the metal, just driving. There's like no cars on the road?
No, not that you see.
All right. Yeah, just fucking keep pushing.
Both of you guys roll drive.
Oh, God.
Oh, let's go.
Who's gonna drive you home?
Jesus, take the wheel.
Oh, wait, I'm not that good at this.
Never mind.
Oh, 12 on a 40.
57 on a 20.
There's a point where Gonzo is
contemplating passing.
driving very, very well behind Gauze, and Gauze is a little too slow and maybe trying to swerve to avoid potholes. So he does kind of get you hung up. But what you guys both notice is walking on the street is Garfield.
Yeah, I slam my brakes and flash him.
I'm waving them down.
Like, go.
Down.
Do I notice him do that?
Yeah, you see him.
Okay. No, him.
Flashing him.
Don't
and
notice
kinda...
Gonzo, sorry.
Behind?
Do that.
Yes,
behind me.
yes,
Okay,
yes.
I keep going then.
Okay. Gauze continues on. Galleon, are you doing like anything after this explosion happens now?
Waiting.
Are you watching?
Yeah.
Okay. Looking at it, it looks... You don't see any movement. You don't see any flickering. You don't see anything, but this whole building is aflame. And it looks like it's spreading really quickly, especially once that explosion happens. Whatever parts of this outer facade that was not lit ablaze is rather quickly ignited.
You're picking me up? Mm-hmm. Okay, cool. This is awesome.
You don't have heavy machinery, do you?
Ready to see me work?
I do not.
Okay. All right.
Would love to try and fail.
Go ahead. Roll heavy machinery for me, kid.
Fuck, man, I have a 30.
He's forklift certified.
95 on a 0.
He is not. You don't know. You don't even know.
Points, baby.
Bro doesn't even know how to lift a fork.
This building was enveloped in flames rather quickly. Gauze, I mean, the rest of the drive after you see Gonzo kind of pull over, you continue on and you see the building, and now you're maybe about, say, put it at like 50 yards from it.
Oh, yeah. I remember he said he was at the bushes. You're at the bushes where we hid before, right? Mm-hmm. Okay, fuck. I locked the doors. I'm just going to pull up next to it and just jump in.
Yeah, I'm jumping in the back seat. I'm not.
Guns already got Garf, so
I'm not.
we're just
going
peeling
around
out.
the car. I'm just hopping in.
Okay, hopping right in, and it's quick enough just to pull up. He opens the door, he gets in.
Yeah, and peel out.
Backwards up the way you came, or where?
Taking pulling a Reggie,
Cool.
another Reggie,
Okay.
and then driving like a normal person.
Okay. Gonzo, what are you doing back there?
I just picked up Garf and kind of.
Okay, so you pull over.
Do I see his
Garfield.
taillights kind of in the distance banging Ralph?
Yeah.
I'll bang my closest Ralph.
Okay, well, first I just want to establish that Garfield gets in the car with you.
Yes.
You get in. Do you say anything? What do you do?
I'm just out of breath. I'm just like catching myself in the back seat.
You just imagine fitting the.
Like I hopped in the back seat and I'm like I'm fucking horizontal across the back.
Panting.
All right, so you guys are all in your cars, and for the sake of wanting to kind of act conspicuous, or rather inconspicuous, can you roll drive for me, please?
Yeah. So imagine I'm fucking like shaking after seeing that.
Me also.
Yeah.
Uh,
I'm saying if you're following suit, yeah, for sure.
68 on 20. Oh wait, I can mark that. It's another fail.
8 on a 40.
8 on a 40. Gauls drives off, makes a right, drives like a normal person, and Gonzo, you're not too far behind him. Maybe you even press on the gas a little bit to kind of close the distance between you, and then you notice that he's still speeding up a little bit, and you like flash your high beams at him, and he kind of catches the idea, and he falls in line, so you're able to kind of help him through that a little bit. You guys are both decent a ways away from the Bergamo, both following traffic laws. You guys feel like you did it.
Is there sirens in the background at this
You
point?
don't hear anything, no.
Oh,
He said he
wow.
will say it when it happens. God damn it, Justin!
Sorry.
No, it's a good question. It's a good
Okay.
question. No, at this point, no. Where are you guys heading? And Galleon, do you say anything once you get in the car?
The door went down
Like when it blew up, it
before.
didn't anything get out.
Motherfuckers need to
Blew
see
up,
them
blew
in the
up as soon as the door went down.
I mean, that's good, right? I mean, like
It came off the hinges. The whole door.
maybe from the explosion. Then
Explosion happened after. I'm certain of it.
I mean, how big was the explosion? Was it big enough to like blow up?
The explosion didn't knock down the door. Something else knocked down the door.
If something was at the door, would it have blown up?
I think so.
I mean, what could it have been? I mean,
I don't know.
was it like? Did Janice lock? No, she there's no way she would have got
Janice
up.
couldn't have knocked the door off the hinges.
No, not in her state, man. I mean,
The whole door went down.
do we have to go back and see if anything made it out? We should call.
No.
Does anyone else know?
Just do a drive-by. We'll catch up with them. We'll meet at the motel.
Well, they're behind me, right? He flashed
Yeah.
side beams at
Yep.
me. I'm gonna call over to I'll call over to Garfield.
Garf, your phone rings.
I look back at Garfin. You all right back there? You're looking like you're panting.
Hold on, my phone's ringing. Hello?
Galleon said he saw the door open before the place blew. We're gonna swing by just once to see.
That's what happens.
He said it was before it blew up.
That's what happens. Gas builds up. Door goes boom. The oxygen from outside mixes in with everything, and boom.
Here, I'm not playing telephone.
You ever seen the
Just talk-
fucking movie
here, talk to him.
Backdraft?
I passed the phone to Galleon.
Garf, we were hearing the banging. Something was in there, and it knocked the door off its hinges.
I really don't think that it's anything to be worried about. I mean, whatever was in there got blown to shit.
I just want to circle back and make sure nothing got out.
Do you want us to follow you?
No, let's meet back at the motel.
All right, we'll start gathering up all our shit because we got to get out of here.
All right.
We're not staying there.
Click.
Okay, so your guys' car, you guys are heading to the motel?
Yeah.
All right, and you guys, what are you guys doing? Galleon and
But drive-by.
Banging the third Reggie,
banging the third Reggie.
making him turn back to a straight.
3 Ricks make a Larry as you make your way back. So you're probably about like 2 or 3 blocks away as you turn around. And so as you get back onto that main road that leads straight up to the Bergamo, you do hear sirens coming from the left,
Left? Okay.
which is away from the Bergamo.
Okay. All right, we only got a second. We can only drive
Just
by,
a quick
probably.
drive.
And you do notice a car drive past you, going in the opposite direction towards the fire engines away from the Bergamo.
Are they just like gawking? Rubbernecking?
Roll alertness.
34 on a 23.
You don't know, but they're like 2 blocks away from it, like I said.
Oh, okay. All right. I don't.
Quick drive by.
Yeah, okay.
Okay.
Let's keep going.
Quick drive-by. Block and a half. 2 blocks, you can see it lighting up the entire road. The flames are encompassing this entire building. You see, as it gets into view, you see part of the top floor crumble in on itself. You don't see any movement outside. You don't see any movement around. Fires of this magnitude are a little hard to look at sometimes, like literally visually, just a lot of bright lights. You get a good look. What are you looking for in specific as you guys drive past?
Are we driving past to a point where we can see the back door?
Yeah, you will pass it.
Okay, so I'm looking for one if I can see into it because the door is now down. And if I can see anything.
The door that got knocked down was the top floor. Oh, you said I wanted to see if you could look into the back door, like the back door out of the kitchen,
Sorry, I meant
or the door.
I meant the door on the
Okay,
top.
all right, yeah. You will pass that in its full view.
All right, I just want to see if one I can see any sort of, and I know it's going to be hard to look at, but I want to see if I can see any sort of figure or if I see any traces of. A lot of times when there's like flames and stuff like that, you can see like
Shadows within it and movement.
Yes.
Yeah, absolutely. Roll alertness.
Come on.
Unless you want to instruct Gauze to stop the car. In which case you can take 5 seconds to get a really good look at this and get the information that you would get from a successful roll. Just because you guys are driving past, that's why I'm having you roll.
I'm going to leave it up to Gauze. As we pass, I'm going to scream, "Stop the car!"
I fucking jam on the brakes.
And you take a look. Second, 2, top left, bottom right, in the middle. Nothing.
All right, go.
All right. I speed off and
Speeding off.
Am I speeding towards the sirens or away from it?
Away.
Okay.
Even if you adjust the rear view, you can see them just barely cresting a hill, maybe 5 or 6 blocks behind you.
Just keep going straight. I'll find a way to the motel.
Okay.
Okay.
I'll go straight a couple blocks and make a right or something.
Continuing straight, making a right, eventually doing your best to try and get naturally to the motel.
Mm-hmm.
Okay? So, Garfield, Gonzo, you guys driving in the car, any conversations that happen on the way to the motel?
You all right back there?
Yeah, we just gotta clean up this apartment and get out of here.
All right.
Okay.
Do we have the bugs in the that were in
Microwave.
the microwave, or are they out of the microwave? I don't remember.
They're back in there.
Okay, they're
From
still
what
in
I
the microwave.
remember.
Yeah.
Okay.
What are you guys doing? Just continuing down towards the motel. You guys get back onto a road that you feel comfortable kind of blending into typical traffic. And these roads around that I'm talking about are more sparse, more empty. But once you get to the main roads,
What time is it?
there's a lot of cars. At this point, we're looking at like 10 o'clock. So there is some traffic out, of course. But just on like these roads and like this outskirts of the downtown area, there aren't a lot of cars. But once you guys get closer to the main road that leads up to the motel, there's a lot of cars. And like I said, you blend into traffic easy enough. Making your guys' way to the motel.
I didn't see anything, man.
No, nothing.
I didn't see anything.
Okay. The fuck do we do?
Well,
I
Garf
guess we wait till we get with everyone.
Garf had mentioned to me potentially calling Perez to see if she could, screen calls the fire department or anything. I thought it was a bad idea. It would just incriminate us, but we did kind of weigh the option of essentially no contact. Like, we disappear, and then if Perez reaches out to us, then, maybe then we assess, but I don't know. I mean, I think it's a better idea to just disappear.
I mean, are we done here?
We can start the report, and then if there's anything else we need to look into.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know how this cop shit works, but if there's another explosion, we're working on an explosion, wouldn't it kind of be up to us to look at it?
If we're assigned, maybe
We don't really have anyone to pull the actual strings. We're not actual.
No, and that's what I'm
FBI.
saying. Like,
If we got the case, we could just say, hey, I don't know, some illustrates perfect storm. Just said someone broke in downstairs and
well,
was
look,
living there.
If Perez were to call us, we weren't assigned to this case. We were to investigate Thomas Meyer.
Yeah.
We're not to investigate a, arson case or a murder-suicide's a little bit different than a restaurant going up in flames.
I mean, those two cops knew you were there. That's the only reason I say anything.
I'm not real. I'm not an FBI agent.
Right.
Neither are you. Neither are they.
No.
Perez calls us. We don't even have to answer. We don't work for her.
Yeah, let's go back to the motel and talk with everyone. I think we can come to a decision as a group.
All right. Sounds good.
Gonzo, Garfield, the motel comes up in the distance. Park.
Yeah, park. Grab whatever I have in the RAV. Is the Kona was the agency car, the RAV was the rent-a-car?
Correct.
Just make sure that there's no evidence of us being in this car is left.
Yeah.
Kind of clean everything out.
Okay. Yeah, cleaning everything out of the RAV4. It's easy enough. There's not a lot that's in here. But yeah, you guys are parked in the motel parking lot.
Yeah, just start getting out, heading up to the... I actually do want to check on the microwave, so however much time passes...
Yeah, no, I mean, there's still a ways behind you, so you make your way into the motel room?
Yep.
Okay, yeah, and whatever bags you guys left here are still here. You see the microwave on the other side there.
Does it look like the kind of jerry-rigged seal that we put on there has been disturbed at all?
You step up to the microwave?
Yeah.
You open the microwave?
Oh, yeah.
You look into the Tupperware?
Yeah, I do.
The bugs are still in there, and it seems like they're still in that glass bottle inside.
Okay, so nothing kind of escaped.
Nope.
Cool. Just kind of get my shit around. Check the fridge to see if I have any leftover beer from my my previous night and crack one open.
There's one left.
I crack it open.
Okay. And in that time that it takes them to kind of get settled back in and take a look and especially like clean the RAV. Question. A question I will only ask once. Are you wiping down the RAV4 for fingerprints?
Yes, I am.
Okay. Only asking that question one time this whole campaign. So you take the time, get some Clorox wipes, and, begin the process of wiping that down. Gauze, Galleon, you guys pull up. You see the RAV4 there.
Is he in it? Is Gonzo in it?
Yeah,
Like,
you see his bottom half sticking out from the passenger side.
Yeah, we're gonna head in. I guess we'll see you in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
I say as I'm sipping a beer.
Mm-hmm. Making your guys' way into the motel. Garfield, anything specific that you're doing?
I'm just gathering all our stuff, getting ready to get out of there.
Gotcha. Okay. Just, doing another sweep of anything that you guys left in this motel room. You guys walk in to see Garfield kind of like looking under the bed for...
Is there a office at this motel? A workstation?
Not a workstation. Not like a... we established that there's not like an easily accessible public computer or anything like that. There's not like a printer or a copier or anything like that.
I do have internet capabilities on the burner phone, right?
Rudimentary, yeah.
Yeah, I wouldn't be able to...
You guys used it to check the news a couple sessions ago.
Yeah.
The three of you are within the motel room as Gonzo is finishing wiping down the RAV.
The fuck are we doing now? You seem like you're packing up.
Well, you gotta get out of here. We're too close. I say we get a stayed over.
I don't know if we're really done here. Should we maybe take... We don't have to stay in this hotel. We can stay further away, whatever.
I think we just get an hour away. 30 minutes, an hour, whatever you think.
Minutes, yeah, 30 minutes in any direction.
I know we gotta come back.
Don't find us in a couple days.
No.
Just don't think staying right here is a good idea.
No, it's a good idea. Probably pack up and head over to a new motel. We gotta return the car, too.
Yeah.
You can return those cars to any of the locations. Doesn't have to be here.
I would be wary of that. You used cash, didn't you? And there was no report that you had the car.
Suck my shiver skill. I can do what I want.
With the shiver skill, it's pretty much flawless.
Cool.
There's no repercussions or anything that can be traced back.
I wasn't saying trace back. I was more or less saying, like, we bring it to any location. They're like, we have no record that this car was ever.
No repercussions
Yeah,
because
it's
of
like
because of the
literally
shiver skill. Unfortunately.
It's not unfortunate. It's very fortunate.
Oh no, it's unfortunate for me.
Yeah, like, it's like,
I don't get to have fun. I
Like
don't
he
get to-
doesn't,
what would they
he
do
doesn't,
anyways,
he
even
doesn't
if-
get to be the fucking guy at the desk. Like, where did you rent this from?
What are you doing?
yeah, like,
I'm not doing this.
This is an enterprise car. This isn't.
He gets to
from
look at my like.
Hertz.
He gets to look at this
He
like little
returns it to a
card.
completely different banner.
Exactly.
I show up at the fucking like
It's
Expedia, and they're like,
It's like these
we don't
keys say
even-
Hertz.
We don't even own the. Get fucked.
Yeah, it does.
He shows him his shiver skill. Yo, fuck you, buddy. You can't even ask.
Gonzo, you finish wiping down the rev.
Yeah, I'm making my way up. I guess it's upstairs. Upstairs? Downstairs?
No, it's just downstairs. Yep.
Ah, I'm making my way back into the motel room.
Yep.
Okay, so if we're talking about wrapping up, one thing we should do before we get out of here, we got to find a way to get the access we had at Fulvio, that computer access to the program.
I
Right?
think
We have,
Take the computer with us. I mean,
I
is
think
there a
all they
problem?
need is that sign in.
even they can get in. Yeah, they can probably just get in.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking we go to we get like the Geek Squad or something. I don't know. But yeah, that works. They can probably get in.
I think we have what we need.
I say we start the report. If we notice anything while we're going through the report that we may have missed, we can always circle back.
Yeah. Yep, we can make it. We can go through the report as far as we can, and then circle back and
Yep.
tie up any loose ends we have, any
Yep.
holes we're missing. Yeah.
All right, let's start packing up. We'll get a little out of town, find a new spot to crash, and we'll start the report in the morning.
All right.
Sounds like a plan.
Only loose end I can think of while we're on the topic is
The cops.
no, what's left of what's in that report? How much he made? We've never figured out how much we actually got.
Well, and what's left of the building.
So, my idea of what happens over the next like hour is just, cleaning up this room, doing whatever checkout procedures you feel comfortable with. Are you guys taking the Kona and the RAV?
I was planning to.
Okay, taking both of the cars a decent amount of, ways away. Closest would be like a suburb, 40 minutes east, Lakeland.
Yeah, just something like
Yeah.
fucking
Little out of the
low-key.
way. You guys,
small town.
all right. Now, you guys have the contents of the green box with you, but you guys are getting a distance away from basically everything in Tampa. Okay?
Mhm.
Driving, hit the highway, splitting the cars, I imagine, 2 and 2.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
If I'm driving, I have gloves on just to kind of minimize any
Yeah.
fingerprints.
So, to ask on that 40 minutes after you guys establish, like, yeah, there's a Motel 12, out in Lakeland that we can kind of rendezvous at. Any conversations that happen on these drives?
All right, so I'm with Gauze. I actually would say that I'm being pretty quiet. I want to start going through what information I have and start documenting it on notebook paper.
Okay. Just beginning a preliminary
Preliminary report, correct.
Gotcha. Okay. Anything in the other car?
I'm passed out in the back.
Gotcha. Yeah,
NPR's on.
starting to get a little bit late. I mean, now we're looking at maybe 10:45, I'd say. No fatigue, nothing like that. Obviously, you guys have been through a lot, but I will say, for the entire table, I want each of you to roll sanity for me.
Dude, I am fucking on
I'm
fire.
8 tonight.
Bro, this is my third 000. Or 20 fucking 3.
That's awesome.
I got a 26 on a 57.
Pass Garfield.
18 on a 61.
Pass Gallion.
74 and a 56.
Oh my god,
Fail.
bro. We're gonna have to take you to the fucking doctor.
I'm gonna need to get patched up. My head don't work.
I know what you're doing in the off season.
After committing violent arson and a probable murder, everyone's going to lose 1 point of sanity, except for Gauze, who's going to lose 2.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, fuck it.
But eventually, you guys reach a suburb outside of Tampa, pull up to a Motel 27.
Can you get him a pencil?
Do you not like me sharing with me?
Yes, I've been sucking on the same vape as you all night, but I hate when you touch my pencil.
That's how it felt.
You guys go through the process of checking in with cash, no ID needed, getting yourselves a room. Decent ways away from Tampa. Like I said, 10:45 as you guys kind of pull up and get situated here.
Can't we go to a nicer hotel? I'm tired of these motels.
You
Get used to it,
got the
man.
cash for it?
Nicer hotels look you in the face
I
when you
actually
check
do
in.
have the cash for it.
Let's get over it. Let's get in bed.
Falling in,
Falling in.
making your way inside. As you guys
What'd
get
you do
in,
with the bugs? I asked in character.
They're in the trunk. They're in a suitcase. I'll put them back in the microwave.
Why do you keep doing that?
Yeah,
ever
it's not a law that they have to be kept in the microwave. You know.
You ever open up a dirty microwave and it smells? The kitchen doesn't smell before you open it.
Let's leave them alone.
Do the bugs smell?
No, but they're attracted to the scent. So any scent getting out means not any scent getting in. That's my thought.
Can I fart in the microwave and shut the door?
no. You guys make your way into the motel room, kind of pulling in the bags. Are you guys emptying the content of the Kona?
The Kona. What does the Kona have in it? Like the guns?
Like everything.
The Kona has most of it.
The spare clothes, all that stuff.
We're going to be here.
Are we going to be subject to the Motel 12 random gun check?
Motel 26.
Motel 26 random vehicular
The
gun check?
Motel 21 guns.
I think we're safe to bring everything to Motel 38. I think we're fine.
The lucky 38.
So
Yeah, Motel 46s are usually pretty generous about that stuff.
bringing all the bags into the Motel 67, you guys put all your bags. Yeah, you like that shit?
It keeps going.
You
It
guys-
just keeps getting bigger. We name our motels after the amount of rooms that we have.
Motel 476,412.
It's some absolute skyscraper.
This is my grandpappy. He passed on to me to Motel 676,468,972,000.
Can you imagine if the Burj Khalifa was just motel yada yada yada?
That'd be awesome.
It's Motel 6 trillion. So yeah, you guys bring your bags in. Gonzo, your phone rings.
I look down at it. Name? No, or any
There's no
ID?
caller ID. No, not with these kinds of burner phones. But I would have you roll luck.
93 on a 50. No, I do not.
Okay.
Don't.
Yeah, your phone's ringing.
What the fuck? Hello?
Oh, God, Agent No Name,
Yeah? Who's this?
Captain Perez. The Bergamo burnt down. How quick can you guys get here?
An hour or so? What do you mean the program burnt down? What's going on?
The place where Thomas Meyer lived, the whole thing burnt down. There was an explosion.
What the fuck? Alright, give us a little bit of time. We could be there in a little bit. I don't know if everybody will make it, but I'll see what I can do.
Fine. Click.
Fuck. Hey, guys, Perez found out about the Bergamo. She just gave me a ring.
It's only a matter of time, right?
What do we do?
Somebody's got to go down there and at least kind of hash it out with her. I mean, we could definitely leave it as such, but we are a part of this case at the end of the day.
If we can get that case somehow from her, just have the handoff, I think we can. That's a boon to us. I think we can really
Yeah,
buy ourselves some time, some breathing room.
Yeah, I mean,
Gauze, you want to come with?
maybe
Split-
you guys. I was there. Cops saw me.
Yeah, that's true. We weren't there. Yeah.
I don't think it's a good idea for me to go back to the scene of
All
the
right,
crime.
so then,
Okay. Yeah. No.
then why don't we hang here? We'll work on the report. If you guys want to head down there and potentially try and tie the cases together so you guys get the handoff,
Right.
we say we have it from here kind of a thing.
Right. Hopefully the fire department hasn't looked into it too much. I mean,
Yeah.
it's been what, like an hour and a half, 2 hours. They couldn't.
There's
That thing's
no
probably
way.
still smoldering. They can't get in there
Yeah,
and like
you
look
guys
at
might want to get down there.
Tell her we were both pulled back by the organization. We're no longer in the state.
it. Pulled off something else.
Yeah, we got pulled off the case.
Okay, we're making.
We weren't even here.
We're making good progress.
And if
if
she
something
needs
else
to
came
know,
up,
and if
okay.
she needs to know either of our whereabouts, she can contact our supervisors.
Yeah, we're off the case.
Okay. I'll let
Like
you
we
know.
were, like
and-
we were pulled like days ago.
Well, that can't be right. I was
No, 'cause you were
Or
there on
whenever
earlier
she
today.
saw him last, he was pulled the next
Yeah.
day.
Well,
Well,
that
that
was
was
last
today.
night, right? Or was it
Today.
today? Yeah. Just say, hey, we got a call. He's looking at it from another angle. He's in another state.
We are
Potentially he was
unreachable.
working.
And if she needs us,
Yeah.
she has to reach out to whoever contacted her originally.
We should probably come up with unless I go with you.
You're the last person
No.
she saw. I mean, it can.
No, you can't show your face there again to the cops, man.
But no, I'm saying it makes more sense if I were to go with you because there's no way I got pulled off the case.
Yeah.
Like if I go with you and they stay back here, that makes more sense.
I just told her I'd be there.
Yeah, it's true.
Well, you told her.
Well, either some of us or.
Yeah.
Yeah, you did say
You mentioned that some of
us.
us weren't going to make it.
So why don't you and I go?
All right. Gauze, Garf, you feel comfortable writing that report while we're finishing up?
I'll give you my notes.
I mean,
Yeah.
this is still ongoing. This has got to be part of the report. So
Yeah.
Yeah,
You're right.
I mean,
you guys
we are
want to be
still
nearby?
we are back back to the
That
mission.
proposes another question. Do we report back to Adam that we burn it down, or do we just say?
I mean, that's not a problem.
Any
I mean,
and all-
that's
any and
within
all.
our.
Yeah, but
Yeah,
we don't
extreme
report
prejudice is
until
part of it.
we're done, and we're not done.
I'm just
Right.
saying, maybe putting in the report just the important points, like any and all evidence destroyed.
I didn't think
How
Perez
that-
was going to call us immediately.
No, I didn't
Tonight.
think so either. All right, Gons, let's go.
I grab the keys to the Kona. Start. I actually make sure that I have the.
Yo, why don't we take the Rav? Didn't you already wipe this down?
He wiped down the Rav.
Oh, I'm sorry. You said the Kona. That's my bad.
I just make sure we brought a shotgun from the green room, correct?
Yeah, the green box.
Or the green
you
box.
took a shotgun out of it's in the Kona.
Yeah. All right. Just make sure that that's in the trunk. Make sure I have my gun. Before I leave, I say make sure the bugs don't get out of the microwave.
I'm going with you.
I'll just kind of look over.
Okay. Gauze, Garfield, you guys staying there. Gonzo, Galleon, you guys making your way out in the Kona. Back to Tampa.
Yeah.
Okay. Beginning the 40-minute drive back to Tampa. Anything that happens in the motel room during that time?
I'm watching Law and Order.
Copy.
Dun, dun, dun,
Hey, Joe.
dun, dun, dun.
Do I smell like smoke?
There's no way. Yeah.
Before we
Good
do
question,
get there, I do mention to him, hey, she seemed a little ticked off when I mentioned, hey, we couldn't be there for an hour. We gotta at least say, hey, we were looking at this from a different angle. Somebody,
Just
we got a lead that she was.
That's even better. We were nowhere near it.
Yeah. Yeah, we just tell her that we were looking at it from an angle. We got a lead that she was, where were we? Lakeland? Somewhere? We could say in the opposite direction. What's the closest town? About an hour away.
Yeah, I mean, the motels in Lakeland, we can be very honest about where we're coming from, and honestly, we could say we were meeting with someone else who had more information on,
Yeah, exactly.
like, anything. We could say that we were...
Coworker, yada, yada, yada.
Well, no, we don't even need to give a name. We could say it was one of our guys that we were just meeting up with who has insights on perfume manufacturers, something like that.
All right, I'm with that.
All right, cool.
So, you guys enter Tampa. Where are you heading?
Probably to the scene of the crime.
The Bergamo?
Yeah.
Okay. Making your way to the Bergamo. As you are entering the heart of Tampa and making your way down these side streets that lead to the Bergamo, you see in the distance, probably about 7 or 8 blocks away from where you know the Bergamo to be, police sirens. Fire engine, you can see it kind of cresting over the hill on this straight shot down to the Bergamo. 3 police cars, fire engine, and an
Smoke in the
ambulance.
distance, kind of billowing.
Yes.
Any lights from the fire from the distance or no?
Not that you can see at this distance, no.
Okay. Well, looks like it's still smoldering at least. I guess that's a good sign. Looks like the cops are there, so I guess nothing got out.
I'm almost wondering if the cops I spoke to earlier were there. I'd like to ask them if during the wellness check they smelled any gas or anything like that.
Yeah. Let's see what they come back with.
So, you get a little bit closer and you can see off on the side, you see that they've set up spotlights in different areas to kind of illuminate the scene and better help people to kind of navigate. What you do notice is firemen that are next to this fire engine, like I mentioned, they seem to be packing up the Bergamo, and you can see it in its entirety now, rubble. Flat. Pile of debris and detritus. On the side, almost where the stairs used to lead up, you see a couple people who you recognize. First of all, you see Captain Christina Perez, of course. You also, Gonzo, someone you notice as Ravenna Michelle's standing there, along with 3 other officers. Galleon, you don't recognize any of these officers. They weren't the ones you interacted with or anything like that. The ambulance, you don't see any EMTs walking around or anything like that, but that ambulance is still there. Like I said, 3 cop cars. You see Christina Perez seemingly talking to Ravenna Michelle's and 3 police officers kind of milling about. What are you guys doing?
Before I get out of the car, I kind of lean over and give Galleon a pound for, yeah, we destroyed the building. We got it.
Garf did, man. Credit to him.
And then I kind of get out and start making my way over to Ravenna and Captain Perez. I just want to make sure that I have my badge kind of visible on like my belt loop, I guess.
Yeah.
This way I don't get stopped on the way over.
Yeah. So it seems as your guys kind of park and get out, it seems like this conversation like just kind of ended. Ravenna walks in an opposite direction. Christina Perez walks over to her police officers. Don't noticing you guys just yet. As you guys kind of cross the street, make your way up a little bit closer. Looks like she's in the middle of having a conversation with some of the police.
Captain Perez.
She turns around and looks at you.
Wow. Looks like this turned into a bit of a shit show very quickly. You have any insight on what's going on here?
No, we're not able to actually get a good look. There's still structural damage. Fire chief told us to wait maybe a couple of hours until everything settles down. We can actually get a good look. I have an arson specialist that we're going to have take a look at it in the morning, but I mean, look, between you and me, this building was not up to code. There was no sprinkler systems. There was no ventilation. I mean, this lady is looking at a whole fucking slew of lawsuits.
Really? Yeah, I mean, when we were here originally, it didn't look like there was even a window for the lady next door to get out.
I mean, beyond that, we could tack on 30 or 40 code violations just based off of what you just told me, but listen, you guys had us do a wellness check on an old woman who was up there, and she looks over at Galleon. My officers told me that you took over. Were you able to get her out?
She did not leave. In fact, she refused. It was really just a quick wellness.
And you just wanted her out for extermination purposes because they were doing extermination? She says that...
In 2 days, per Ravenna Michelle, I was just trying to give her the update, and, I had asked her if we could come in and sit down. She declined. I had asked her if she'd like to step out so we could talk to her a little bit.
The assumption is that she is... And she kind of, motions towards the rubble.
I kind of...
Okay. Listen, I need to know now if this is related to your case, if this was an accident, if this was out of left field, or if this is... Do we have a serial arsonist on our hands?
Between you and I, Captain Perez, if you haven't seen any other arson in recent times here, I'd say you're under a pretty safe assumption that this was an accident.
For the sake of my department, can you tell me, do you have any suspects? Do you have any leads? Was this leading somewhere? Did you expect this? Please tell me those things.
Our only suspects would be Sebastian Clark.
Sebastian Clark is dead.
Thomas Myers, I apologize. That he would be our only...
Thomas Myers is dead.
Exactly.
One.
Your suspect list is as long as ours.
So there's somebody else.
No, that's not what I'm implying. I'm implying that we don't have a list. Our list is as long as yours would be, right? Our only suspects would be an accident from the lady next door.
Is this incompetence? Is this...
Captain, if I may, we're dealing with a situation where Thomas Meyer committed something at that factory. We understand that. Now, is it out of the realm of possibility in our field to see something that may have been rigged by someone who did something like that to potentially hide evidence that would have been left in their home? No, it's not out of the realm of possibility. We have yet to really fully inspect this, so we'll probably have better answers in the next 48 hours, but where it stands right now, the home of Thomas Meyer, who blew up a portion of a perfume manufacturer, his home is now rubble. Have we seen things like this before? Absolutely. Do I think you have anything to worry about beyond things associated with Thomas Meyer? No, I have no reason to believe that where it stands.
Ravenna made it clear to me that you'd entered the apartment prior. Is that incorrect?
we made a short stint in here just to kind of give a quick scope, but
cursory inspection.
Nothing gave the impotence.
But we were not able to get into the restaurant. We were not able to get across the hall. We have no idea what else could have been done in this building. No.
Exactly.
Preliminary assumption is that Thomas Meyer rigged some sort of explosive in this restaurant?
It's the only thing that comes to mind where it stands right now. I'd have to deeper dive. We're looking at, Christ, we're going on a 16-hour day here.
That's going off the assumption that this is arson. I mean, if we want to look at it from another angle, it absolutely 100% could be an accident. But
I think you may be jumping to the worst conclusions too quickly, and I can understand why. Please don't take that offensively.
All right, so in your investigation, I mean, what kind of guy was Thomas?
Unremarkable.
No, I mean for a suspect, for an MO, for something like this. I mean, what made this guy snap?
Still under investigation, and this can't help. I mean, we didn't get a deep dive into his apartment, but I imagine there's probably something upstairs that might have helped.
All right, look.
Not much here.
I'm going to give it 8. They said 6. I'll give it 8. I don't want to put anyone in there because not every single piece of structural support has fallen, and it will. But 8 hours, and then we'll take a really, really good look at this, and we'll tell you whatever we find. And if it helps, it helps. If it doesn't, it doesn't.
Yeah, I'd appreciate that. Out of character, the upstairs is still there, like the whole.
No. This is rubble.
The upper floor did fall in on itself.
Yep.
Okay, so there's only. Oh, got it.
Yep.
For what it's worth, Cap, being in relation to the case at hand, would you prefer if we got our guys on it, arson specialist, have a look, we'll report back whatever we got?
I mean, how long have you been working this case?
2 days.
Yeah, not long.
No suspects, no leads. I mean, no offense. This is happening in my jurisdiction. It's going to reflect me. I mean, whether or not you guys step in, any federal agency steps in, this is a reflection of my control over my jurisdiction. So, again, I don't want to say it, but I don't have a lot of confidence in your team. I'd like to make sure that it's done right.
Why'd you call us down here, then?
To keep you informed.
Understood. I appreciate the honesty on the case, and just kind of for your own understanding, we haven't been working this long, and we're trying to look at it from a bunch of different angles, kind of on almost minimal information that we have, and kind of what you've also provided. We hope that you just kind of understand where we're coming from.
Yeah, no, I mean, I get it. We're working for the same thing here. This seems to be a separate case to me right now, so we'll keep it under our jurisdiction.
Your officers who performed a wellness check, did they observe anything, smell anything? I mean, this is a restaurant. It's not uncommon that something like this happens. There could be gas leak, something like that. I mean, something as simple as a light switch could set something like that off.
No, there was nothing like that in their report. But I can get you a copy of that if you want.
That'd be phenomenal.
Sure. Anything else? I mean, I just wanted to keep you guys in the loop on what's going on.
What's kind of her demeanor right now? Like, what's her facial expression?
Roll human intelligence.
43 on a 53.
Frustration, assertion, and flipping the pin.
Aggressive towards us or aggressive towards kind of the...
Aggressive for the purpose of setting a precedence.
Is that rubble still pretty hot? Steaming?
Yeah, you can see it steaming. I mean, you're close enough, you might even actually feel the heat still.
Can I go around and maybe get some pictures with the phone?
Yeah.
Like, I'll step away from the group and I'll just kind of do a perimeter and try and get some pictures, anything I can see. Anything that I, having a full understanding of what happened here, would deem as incriminating.
Sure. Yeah, I'm not going to have you roll, but you're doing that. You're beginning that process. Any other conversations that you have with Captain Perez?
Captain Perez, what's kind of how thorough have you guys looked around here? Has anything kind of caught your eyes in the, hour or two since
we set a preliminary perimeter? Nothing sticks out. There's nothing that we can extrapolate enough information from, but once we're able to get in there, I'll get crime scene unit. Like I said, we have an arson specialist, so we'll have them take a look. If it was another bomb like Thomas set at his place of employment, I mean, we'll know soon enough, at least.
Understood. Yeah, we'll just take a quick look around, see if we can't glean any information, I guess, from what's left. But
Be careful. I mean, don't step too far in.
gotcha. I appreciate your sentiment and appreciate you looking into this for us.
Sure.
Turn around and start making my way. Honestly, I'm looking for bugs. So looking for anything yellow or any of that yellow kind of residue, anything
Okay.
similar tone, anything of that tone.
Gotcha. So you're beginning that galleon. You're making your way through, snapping pictures as few and far between as you can. You don't see anything that sticks out as like that'll lead back to us. That's super obvious. But you're also on the outskirts. To be able to really dig into this rubble, you'd be able to probably get more information. But like she said, how the fire chief said, it's not structurally sound. It's kind of dangerous. As you're walking by, you see like 2x4s, like load-bearing beams, like collapse in and send a shock of ash like up into the air. The fire is gone. You don't see any remnants of any embers or anything like that. Whatever job that they did for putting out the fire was well done, at least. But nothing that sticks out to you as super obvious, super incriminating, anything like that. As far as bugs go, start clean.
Hey, Gons. Clark.
You go, Clayton.
Yeah, Clayton, sorry. Come here.
Walk over.
And I'm whispering, hopefully not in anyone's earshot.
Yeah, you guys are far enough.
Garf did a pretty good job making this look at least accidental, right?
Yeah.
What's this say in the report? We don't make it accidental. I mean, this could have been something that Thomas set up 2 days ago, and it was just a bomb waiting to go off kind of a thing.
I mean, do you really think the agency gives a shit whether we did it or if Thomas did it?
No, but I do think there's something to be said about giving the captain some closure, and maybe we do our own...
The captain's not going to get the report.
Well, she is asking some pretty deeper questions, asking about our leads, where we're at on the case. I mean, if we were to tie this in as something that Thomas set up before he went and did what he did at the, just to destroy all his belongings and things like that, I mean, that's something someone might do.
Look,
and it's also something someone might do if they were trying to prevent guys like us from looking into his work.
The only reason I said that was to keep her off our trail, to kind of give her
Well,
a
and that's what
bluff.
I'm saying. I mean, we could really, really put together something nice where we do an investigation, and whether it's true or not, we give her
Do
what
we
she's
want to
looking
spend
for.
that amount of time here? I mean,
We're making up a story. We're making up a story. She doesn't know.
She wouldn't have gotten an She wouldn't have get a report.
I'm just
regardless.
saying she's gonna do her own investigation, and if we do our own, and we present a plausible case that maybe ties up any evidence they have, we get the hell out of here. She thinks that it's all done and over with, and she can go back living in,
I think that's an afterthought. Maybe Adam writes that up for us and just comes straight from the agency.
I'm just saying maybe we claim to have found something that ties this all back to Tom, who's not here to even fight it.
Hey, if it does come back to us, we can do that, but we would need our own arson guys on the case.
Well, look, if they have an arson guy come in here, and he determines that exactly what was done happened, and we, again, need to wait on that report, but if it comes back, there was a gas leak, and there was a gas leak on multiple floors, and, old lady neighbor flipped the light switch, or, accidentally lit her barbecue thing to light a candle, and the whole thing went up in flames because of a severe gas leak that Tom started. Just saying, we can kind of kill two birds with one stone here. It's just another way to go about it. That's all I'm saying.
Let's see what the
Can we go to
report
the
says.
hotel room for...
Yeah, we'll jump back to the motel room for
Thanks.
a second. What are you guys doing over there? Law and Order.
I have
on
just
the second
finished
episode.
an episode of Law and Order.
SVU or...
Yes. I am gonna spring up in bed and turn off the TV, look over at Gauss. I think I know who blew up the building.
What do you mean?
Remember that interview I did?
Interview with...
Ravenna Michelle's.
Oh.
I gave her information that there's a terrorist in her building. All of a sudden, her restaurant blows up. It's a big insurance claim.
You're not wrong. You're not wrong at all.
Let's pin it on the bitch.
That's not a bad idea. I mean,
Pin it all on her.
her business is
Let me
looking
get outta
at
here.
closure. She got that information. Yeah, I mean, she just wants to get out of it, get a clean slate. That's the way to do it. That's a pretty clear motive if we can pin it on her.
I'm game.
You guys never stop surprising me, man.
I turned the TV back on. Dun 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 dun.
I
dun,
just
dun.
imagine Captain Perez
No,
getting a
you
fucking report
You,
and
you
it's
turn it on and it's the closing scene and it says executive producer Dick Wolf.
Back at the scene, anything else that you guys are doing while standing out here?
so yeah. Nothing's catching my eyes. I feel like I just exaggerating, looking all frustrated at the fact that all of our evidence just went up in smoke.
All right, let's get out of here. Let's get to the police station first thing in the morning. We'll wait for that report from the arson specialist, and then we put together a nice report for her and a nice report for our guys when we get the hell out of here.
Yeah, it seems like we got just almost everything done on our checklist. I mean, if we missed one, it is what it is. I don't know if we're going to be able to get any motive behind this guy, but it's safe to assume that the motive is the juice.
The motive's already there. I mean, he did what he did at the factory, and then as far as what he did here, he might have just been, trying to make sure guys like us didn't come in and find anything like his fancy recipe for whatever the hell he was making, and anything personal. Like, this stuff happens, man.
Yeah.
And it happens a lot when people commit stuff like this, is they give away all their shit, they sell all their shit, or they blow all their shit up.
All right, let's get out of here.
So, making your way back to the Kona, back to Lakeland?
Yeah, I imagine so. All our shit's already there.
It's a lot of driving, but yeah, I guess so.
Back to Lakeland, the two of you leaving the scene of a smoldering crime as the other half of G-Cell sits watching Law and Order. With arson to be covered up and an opera to be ended, that's where we're going to pick up next session.
Go team. We played with bugs long enough.
Thank you for listening to this installment of 12 Gauge, a Nasty Table production.